Hello. Welcome to reading 2 of me. I'm gonna start a schedule. And I need to cut his nails. But we don't have nail clippers yet. What is wrong with you? He's kicking me. Do you want to see how he's freaking... You're biting me really hard. What is wrong with you? Are you trying to tell me not to be critical of myself? He stopped biting. I think that's the message. Yeah. That was the message. He's like, don't be so critical of yourself. Because in my head, I was like, you can't do it. You're not going to keep it up. It's going to fall apart just like everything else you freaking do. That sounds so negative. That's not how bad I was thinking. It's that I was thinking, like, I have a really hard time sticking to routines. But, here's to a new start again. There's his butt, just like last time. Okay, welcome to the reading. I'm just gonna dive into it. I have no idea what's gonna come up. I did not set any intentions for this. I kind of just want to smell. Sorry, he just used a litter box, so it's very smelly in here. But, I'm just gonna open the window a little bit, okay? It's freezing outside, but... Oh, it's snowy outside, but... It's fine. Okay. So, I don't have any intentions, other than I want this video to find the people that it holds messages for, and I want it to be obviously helpful. I want it to be something that is a unique message, because I think a lot of the readings out there kind of, maybe it's because they kind of stay surface level, but if it's going to be a love reading, then it's going to be a love reading. If it's going to be a like energy check-in, then that's what it's going to be. If it's going to be about your career or about your family or about your traumas, like it was in the last one, in pile 2 specifically, in my last reading. If it's going to be about your cat, it's going to be about that. So I'm just going to let it go and see where it leads us. So, buddy, that is your full behind. Sorry. Can you move? Can you move? You know what? You're just gonna have to sit with that for a little while. I hope you like furry creatures in front of you. Okay. He's helping us cleanse the reading, aren't you? He's helping us cleanse that deck. Yeah, you want me to use that one? And then that one? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll take your word for it. I'll take your nose for it. Okay. Dang, those are still long icicles. If you are in the south of the U.S., I don't know if you can hear me well, but if you're in the south of the U.S., I hope that you are staying warm. If this reading is finding you around when I uploaded it. But then again, I just started this channel, so I don't know when you'll be finding it, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna just open this up a little bit for him so he'll move. Can you go over there? Here. Oh, shit. Can you move? Sorry. This is so professional. No. So anyway, I'm gonna call on your... I'm sorry, it's already 4 minutes and a half into the video. If you're here, you're just here for the vibes at this point. Okay, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us. Finton and I have messages for you. And I'm gonna call on your spirit guides, your angels, ancestors, your spirit guides of all kinds, whether it's galactic beings, whether it's God, whatever God may represent to you. Anyway, messages for a beautiful collective in this video. Okay. Oh, okay. The first thing out is the Page of Cups. I would show you. Never mind, you can see it actually. I hope you can hear me well. I had to flip the camera this way because the angle was just better. So, I can see myself, which is good. But, the camera, like, the microphone is on the other side, I think. It's like, the mic is better on the other side, so. Finn! Okay, I'm gonna have to move the camera. It's just what it is. Hi. Okay. You know what? Why don't we turn on this line? It says chill vibes, but you know what? We'll leave it on. Like, I don't know if it looks good. So, by the way, my friend Aya is sending me a reading as we speak. She's sending me a personal reading for me. She's my bestest friend, and I love her. Shout out to Aya. I love you. Okay, so earlier today we were talking about her and I. We were talking about, like, I felt like this is gonna resonate. That's why I'm gonna say it, okay? I felt like she was mad at me about something, or like she was upset about something, and I have been feeling that since like for a few days actually, and so I just like texted her and I was like, hey, are you upset with me in any way? Like, I don't know exactly how I phrased it, but I asked her, I confronted, the feeling that I had, and I was like, this is how I feel, and let me know if there's something I did that upset you. And she was like, no, I don't feel like that at all. I love you. Like, what gave you that impression? Like, what could you have done that would have upset me? And that was so relieving, first of all. And second of all, also, I just saw the moon when I cut the deck, and we have the sun as the second card. But it was really relieving because I realized that I've been feeling like that a lot, and possibly most of it is just in my head. And that makes me feel a lot better, because before I was feeling really self-conscious, thinking that like people were upset with me, and that they didn't agree with the way that I did things, or which is hard, like regardless of how much you want to try not to be a people pleaser, if it's ingrained in your nervous system because of the way you were raised and the environment you were raised in, it's really hard to break out of it. And also, I just got a notification that said, like, your future looks bright or something. And you've done a lot of healing. You've made a lot of different choices in your life to align with a different reality that heals you. He's hyper, don't mind him. That heals you more. You've aligned with a reality that is more healing and more, what's the word? Dude! I don't want to restart this reading. I'm sorry. I know that usually, like, readings are supposed to be, like, relaxing and calm, and there's, like, meditation music in the background. Not this one. No. There's a cat just freaking psychopathically running around, and that is not a word, but it's fine. It is what it is. He's staring at me with daggers in his eyes. He's about to jump at me, I know. Anyway, so maybe things have been kind of chaotic in your life, or just unpredictable. But you're taking it as it goes, and these cards are quite positive. Like, regardless of what your situation might be, these are the cards that you've gotten. Which one's on your left? I guess I can't tell, but this is the first card, and this is the second card that came out, and they're all very positive cards. don't know what to do. Should I just, like, keep going? Should I just keep going? Maybe that's how you feel. You're like, things are chaotic. Like, I really just want to start over. Like, I don't want to... Maybe you're self-conscious with the way that you're presenting yourself to the world. Because that's how I was feeling with my last reading. Like, when I uploaded it, like, as I was, like, uploading it, I was like, okay, here goes. Like, should I even put my face out there? Like, I already did it in the very first one. Because I already decided. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna put my face in it. I'm gonna put my hands, my voice, my everything. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna give you my exact location and, like, my birth date or something. Like, well, you might hear that at some point, but, it's not gonna be, like, compromising because I believe that I'm protected, and no matter what comes at me, I'll be okay. But I still felt really self-conscious. 11/11 in the reading. Oh my gosh. God damn it, Finn. What do I do with you? Other than love and cherish you to death. Okay. Anyway. Okay, Page of Cups. This is very interesting. I'm getting... You might feel confused. Like, you know that things are gonna work out for you, and you're just trying to be as lighthearted as possible, like this little boy having a good time, with the Sun card. You know that things are looking up for you. You know that good things are coming in. And it's still difficult to, to feel grounded in it, because maybe there's still things that are coming up from your past that are creating doubt in your mind and making you hold back. But you're still trying to be vulnerable, still trying to wear your heart on your sleeve. Might be people who do that in general. Like, that's your life philosophy. Is like, honesty is like one of your biggest principles in life. And maybe you're just really, like, struggling with yourself and feeling like, what if I'm not doing enough? What if what I'm doing isn't the best thing for me? What if it's just a lot of, like, self-doubt coming up and being like, what if I'm what if I'm not a good person? Like, what if I'm not as great as I thought I was? What if I haven't healed as much as I thought I have? Or what if people don't like me for valid reasons? Or, like, some stuff like that, where it's like, just literally, I saw 13 right when I saw the Tower, and 13 is about death. Sorry, he's just 13 is about, like, death and, like, cycles ending. And I really also think that it reminds me of 15, which is, like, the Devil card. And it reminds me of, like, again, cycles coming to an end that, like, need to be ended. Because things that no longer serve you are coming apart, and you're kind of reassembling them, right? Like, you're putting it all back together in a way that is a better fit for this life that you've been trying to manifest for yourself. God damn it came apart again. Things might be coming apart again, like, literally as I speak. Like, things that, maybe even things that you, like, really cherish, could be coming apart, but you're learning to let go, because it's like, okay, you know what was I really seeing in this anyway, right? Like, if it was that good, it wouldn't be taken away from me, right? Like, if it was serving me, it wouldn't leave my life. So it's like, just learning to see the bigger picture and step away from these, like, cyclical patterns that could be, it might be in your deep subconscious, that, like, self-doubt and self-blame, might be deeply embedded in your subconscious. So like the first thing when things go wrong, the first thing that you do is you feel like you're not doing enough, and you start blaming yourself, or like you just focus all of the negativity internally, and that might not be, you know, something that you want to keep doing, and it might be something that you've broken out of for the most part. But it's like this week specifically, I was literally talking to my friend about this, it's coming up a lot, where you're just like, what is going on? Why am I feeling like this? Also, if you're on your period and you're watching this, period buddies. It might have to do with your cycle, it might have to do with your hormones, it might have to do with your diet even. Something that is really frustrating to me is that I've been trying to like work on getting a healthier diet, but like it doesn't seem like there's just been like external factors that have been kind of preventing me from being able to fully do that and like fully commit to it. And but regardless, I'm still putting that intention out there. Like I'm still intentionally manifesting that I'm gonna eat better, that I'm gonna eat things that are like balancing to my hormones, and like nutritionally complete for me and what's good for my body. And then I want to like study more like about herbalism and about nutrition in food as well, like physical stuff, not just like herbalism can do a lot with like energies. You might just be making a lot of changes. I'm hearing in your appearance. You might be trying to put more effort into your appearance. Keep at it. I really think that helps you take yourself more seriously. It helps you give yourself more credit and more respect, and make you feel more confident. And it helps you give yourself more credit because you're like, I put in effort. You know, so like fuck whoever wants to say whatever, right? Like I chose to do this, I chose to wear this outfit. And if you don't like it, then F off, right? But like it's hard to do that if you don't like how you look. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the times I'll be like too lazy to change because I'm like, I'm not like leaving the house, so why would I change out of my pajamas? But it's like today I literally was like, I'm gonna change because I'm gonna be intentional about making this tarot video, and I wanna be professional about it as much as I can. I mean, you saw how the first half of this has gone so far, but anyway, I'm gonna use the cat tarot. This first one was the Golden Age Nouveau tarot, I think, or Golden Art Nouveau tarot. I can't remember, but okay. Let's get some clear and concise messages. Maybe clarifying this I don't know, I said 2 of Cups almost. Page of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like a feeling of I can't remember what the original 5 of Pentacles looks like. I feel like a lot of like mental distortions are happening right now. It's difficult to get clarity, but just know that you are where you're supposed to be right now. Even if the energy feels kind of funky and uncomfortable and unpredictable, you're adjusting to your new timeline. So again, my last reading might be significant because in the first pile I talked about people who are like intentionally trying to switch into another timeline that is more aligned to the life that they want to live, and the things that they want to attract. This Five of Pentacles, maybe you still feel like you're looking at all this, the work that you've put in, and you're like, why am I not seeing the fruits of my labor? And you're looking at time, and you're like, I feel like I'm running out of time on something. It might be that you're getting older, and you have certain goals that you've wanted to hit by certain ages, and you don't feel like you've made progress on that. Maybe it's that you are aging out of, your health insurance coverage, and you were going to be, you were previously covered under your parents, and now you're aging out of it, and you don't have like a backup thing to fall on to, and you don't want to lose everything. A debt collector just called me. Maybe you have debts to pay, and you don't have the money to pay them, and you're just like, what is this? Like, this was supposed to be my abundance timeline. I just saw 2121 and the fucking world card. Okay, you gotta trust the process. If it doesn't seem like it's going the way you thought it was supposed to go, I'm not trying to guilt trip you. I'm not trying to be like, it's because you're not trusting enough. It's because you're blocking it. It's not like that. It's not that you're blocking it. It's not that you're doing the wrong thing. It's just that things take time, especially in this, physical earth that we're on. Things are very slow. And you might, just because you're a vibrational match to something doesn't mean that it's happened yet. I know. Like, I mean, people have different, takes on this. But I still do think that, things take time. I'm seeing, this, grass that is sprouting that I'd never paid attention to before. Maybe it just sprouted in the last few days, even though I highly doubt that because it's freezing outside. But it's like, maybe it's gonna grow from something that you're not even paying attention to at the moment. Maybe that's why you're getting distracted in life, because if you did pay attention to it, it would kind of mess up your frequency. I at least recently listened to a reading that was talking about how you might be getting distracted at this time intentionally so that your energy gets diverted from the things that you're literally manifesting, so that you can just allow it to manifest. Because if you gave it attention, it would mess up your frequency. And it's kind of like watching paint dry, right? It's like, that's not the right analogy, but it's like if you watch something, it's gonna take longer. So I think maybe one of the messages is that if you're struggling with money right now, if you're struggling to make ends meet, or just, have a comfortable amount to be able to sorry. It's so distracting. If you have, you're struggling to have the comfortable amount to make the changes in life that you've been wanting to change, and you're getting distracted, and you're frustrated that things aren't working out for you the way you expected it to, and even though you prepared, even though you thought it was going to go well, it's not going the way that you expected. You just gotta keep having faith that it's gonna work out, and just keep doing what you've been doing, because you've been getting signs that you've been doing the right thing. and you feel comfortable where you are, like, not in like a comfortable where it's like, oh, I'm sorry guys, okay, that's what it's like having an orange cat. Even if he's not fully orange, the orange takes over the brain. It's like an infestation. But you gotta, I keep saying and it's really frustrating me, and I feel like I'm losing time because 25, like, I literally keep talking and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, and I feel like I'm just wasting time, and maybe that's what you feel like, but you're still in alignment and you notice the signs, like, literally as chaotic as this reading is. Literally the alignment is crazy. Because I literally was saying chaotic, and the second that I started saying chaotic, he was causing pure chaos, and as chaotic as it is, he's climbing the wall. That's what that sound is. It's his nails scraping against. Oh my god. He's acting like he's settled down now, and I don't trust it for a second. He's just gonna start running again. I knew it. Couldn't sit still. Anyway, as chaotic as things might seem, you're still seeing the alignment, so it's like, you know, you're on the right path. I saw 27. That's my number. And you know what? Do things for you. So, like, if nobody watches this reading, like, not a single soul, okay? If not a single person watches this reading, at least I tried. At least I'm starting a routine. And it's hard. And, like, nothing is easy when you first start. I literally just saw another, like, number for me. Another synchronicity in 27. But, like, at least I'm trying. At least I'm starting. That's the biggest thing that I've always struggled with, is I didn't want to start because I was afraid. Because I was afraid that it wouldn't be good enough, that it wouldn't be perfect the first time, and that I would be criticized, and I would want to give up because it wasn't going well. And it's like, that's what happens. And you're gonna have to be okay with that, because if you don't start, you're obviously never gonna get to where you want to be. But also, criticism is sometimes a part of it. You start off and people are gonna discourage you, and you might not get discouraged, but you also might, like, and you're gonna have to mentally prepare yourself for that, because you want to do this anyway, regardless of what people are saying. 28, regardless of what you're being told, you want to do this, so you're gonna do it. And yeah, you might fail. You have to fail. It's a part of learning. Like, literally, the best way to learn is through failure, because think about, like, a research study, right? They want to do a bunch of different, like, variables, and then compare the things that failed. This is, like, not the best description, but basically you want to see the failures so that you see where there's holes and where things could be patched up. So, like, for example, when you're creating an app or something, right? You have to test it. You have to see where it fails. And if there's nothing failing, it's still gonna have something in the future. Like, something's gonna fail in the future. There's gonna be bugs that you're gonna have to fix. So that's why, you know, things get released, and you start playing it or whatever, you start using it, and it's got lots of bugs in it. Because it's not like they didn't proofread what they were doing, but there were things that they couldn't have anticipated. And so it looked as good as they could have gotten it to look, and then you started using it, and you're seeing all these flaws that they couldn't have seen. And so then they're going to have to go back and patch those things. And, like, what I'm trying to say is, no matter what, you can look at failure as a really good thing. And that's something that I've been working on myself. Because if fear of failure is what stops me, then I'm obviously never going to be successful. But also, am I such a wimp that I'm going to let failure stop me? Like, no, I've been rejected tons of times in my life. Did I die? No. Did I grow up and realize that those things rejected me for a good reason? Yes. You know, like, I still grew in a good way because of those things. Anyway, I digress. Let me get a message from this deck. I have not ever used this deck for a public reading yet. But it is exciting. Oh, it has a... Oh, I'm so glad. I didn't realize it had the... Well, I don't know how good it is, because it's... Shit. This might be in French. This is in French. No, actually it's in Spanish. Well, I don't speak Spanish. But at least I could probably see what, this is the Terror of the 1001 Nights, and if you said bless you, thank you. This is, stories that are, Persian, so I might be able to pick out words in it. Wait, there's English in it too. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it doesn't actually say. Okay, this makes more sense. This has English in it as well. It doesn't have it doesn't have anything specific to the stories that are depicted on here, unfortunately, for the most part. Seeing the Ace of Pentacles. That's what it looks like. Trying to get it to focus on this and not my face. And then the Knight of Chalices, which is the Knight of Cups, is on the bottom. Very pretty. It's so beautiful. This deck is just so beautiful. Very excited that I have it, but I don't exactly know how to use it yet. The Vulnerable Man. That's one that I don't know. It might have been the Hierophant. I don't know what it is. Okay. Three of Swords. This really reminds me of, like, Sleeping Beauty. Did I say Sleeping Beauty? I was thinking Snow White, but I guess Sleeping Beauty also, okay. It was meant to come out. The Three of Swords. You might be grieving a loss. Some of you might have lost someone recently. Whether, like, literally they passed, or you lost a friendship that you're grieving over, or some kind of situation that is making you grieve. And maybe you've heard all the cliches of they're in a better place now, or it's, it's what's best for you, or, oh, I just noticed something. So there's a door opening. Another cliche, right? Like, when one door closes, another one opens. But that's crazy. And it's also kind of like symbolizing, like, the afterlife, right? Like, this person pass through to the afterlife. And honestly, death is just one of those things where grieving, you just have to go through it, I think. No amount of hearing any advice is gonna help. I think that's kind of how emotions are as well in general. It's like you have to feel them. You have to go through it, because you can't get across without going through it. So whether it's if you lost somebody or an opportunity. It is so cold. I need to close this window, but it still smells like poo in here. At least he settled down. The Fool. Perfect. I was just wondering what the next message is. A new beginning. This person looks like they're aimlessly wandering and they don't know where they're gonna end up, and they're tired, and they're still going. They're still going, and they're moving away from the city right here. And they're traveling, in a seemingly, even if there is a path, like, it's not like a very clear path. Like, it's not been well traveled. So, the path that you might be on might not be something where it's not like a traditional route, right? Like, for example, if it's about your career, you might be taking a not so traditional route, because that's your purpose and that's what you feel drawn to do. You're not like gonna become a doctor where you have to go to college and you have to do your residency and then you pick your practice, whatever, right? Like, it's not something where the steps are clear and you're just following them. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that that's not your path. And there's a lot of difficulty in that. There's a lot of fear. And of course, sometimes people can be really discouraging, Like, I personally know what that's like, where people tell you, well, why would you want to do that? Like, that doesn't sound like it's very secure. It doesn't sound like it's a reliable plan. Like, you don't know if you're going to make it, right? Like, you don't know if you're going to be able to be one of the ones that gets seen and, that you can make a living off of it. And although those things are true, I can't deny that that's what I'm called to do. And if, let's say, Taylor Swift, right? If she didn't follow her calling, we wouldn't have her. Like, she didn't let anything stand in her way. And it's hard to do that. It's really hard, especially if you, you don't have the support group. Like, if you don't have a supportive family that, is fully supportive of what you are trying to follow and pursue, or if you, weren't born into money, or, whatever the challenges are, it's futile to deny your purpose. Who are you fooling? That's what I heard. Who are you fooling? Them or you? Who are you trying to fool? Them or you? Why are you being your own worst enemy? Three of Wands, yeah. Make a decision and commit to it. You might be at a crossroads right now. Death. Wow, speaking of which. Again, another death symbol right here. Four of Pentacles again. We saw it in the earlier deck. And the Magician. Oh my god, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so this is the Three of Wands. This man is fishing. this is what reminded me of the fork in the road, and maybe a mirroring effect is happening in your life, and something's being reflected back to you, or maybe like you cannot avoid your own reflection. Why am I having a hard time saying that? Then the death card again, it's like she's running from something, but she can't avoid it. You can't run from death. You can't run from your purpose. That's what I'm seeing, is like, you can run, but you can't hide. Why would you want to anyway? Again, it's like these next few cards. So you got the Four of Pentacles, right? And usually in the Four of Pentacles, I don't know what the story in this is, but basically usually the Four of Pentacles is, there's a king like hugging his Four Pentacles, and it can symbolize like you used to have wealth and you're being frugal because you're trying to like save it, or that you feel like you're not going to get more. Either way, it comes with like frugality and like a limited mindset. It is so cold. I'm closing the window. That's how much it was open. That much. It's very cold. God. And then, but in this one, and also he doesn't like have a lot. I think his shoes are even mismatched in the original one. And it represents trying to save what you have and feeling like you're not going to be able to get more. Whereas in this one, it's like there's all these riches. Oh, and then people could also, it could be about like frugality, like even if you do have a lot of money, like you're just trying to like save it all, conserve it. He's licking his butt. Sorry, censored. But yeah, you might feel like, hold on, let me process that, because I had a different message when I first saw it. It's like you might feel like you have to be safe, right, and go the route that like you clearly do see that you could have like a stable income or whatever, but you don't understand that what you're giving up is so much more. Like this is a sultan. This person is like riding on, I don't know what this is, it's not a carpet, but it's floating, and this person's like, oh, like, wow, who is this, and don't hurt me. Like, he's in a position of power, like immense, amazing power. And then there's this guy who's just on the floor. He's got lots of riches, but he's not free. Like this one is free to soar the skies wherever he pleases. This one is confined to, live indoors forever with the riches that he has because he's afraid of spending it. And it also seems like it doesn't satisfy him. Like no matter how much riches he gets, how much materialistic stuff he gets, it doesn't feed his soul. Whereas this guy doesn't have anything. He's just floating. He doesn't have any riches, but he is rich because he has freedom and he can go wherever he pleases. And people can see how powerful he is. He's respected. Whereas this guy's pretty... It feels pitiful. Like this other person's trying to comfort him. Like, look at all the stuff you have. And he's like, no. That's the sound it made in my head. No. Okay, I'm gonna get some closing messages. It's already 44 minutes long. That's crazy. 4. Right when I looked. So yeah, I'm gonna summarize. We started off saying things are chaotic. You don't know what's going on. I keep getting the one song, the "What's Going On" song. I keep getting it channeled, and I don't like that song at all. Okay, but I keep getting it, and it's very relevant. It came out in my last reading, and then literally that day I was watching a reading, and she channeled the same song, and I was like, oh, hold on. Like, I had to pause the video and just, like, feel the chills all over my body, because I was so shocked that, like, the synchronicity was intense. But yeah, basically the message is, like, you might feel like you're running out of time, but either way, you're still in the right place. You're on the right part of your journey. You're exactly where you need to be, you know, to get the next step in what it is that you want. And maybe there's chaos for a reason, so that it distracts you, so you don't see it coming, so you can't mess it up. Because it is meant for you, and it won't miss you, but sometimes if we mess it up, you know, like, maybe we could interfere with the timing ourselves because we're trying to take control of it, and it's not meant to be in your control. So, and the Ace of Wands, that's beautiful. Oh my god, this is such a pretty card. Wow. Oh, wow. It's so beautiful. Also, these all remind me of Persian carpets. It's just so beautiful. And the Knight of Swords. Oh, and a Pegasus. Yeah, it seems like things are gonna happen very quickly, like, after it comes in. And you're gonna be ready to hop onto it. Right? Like, first of all, I don't think he even has a sword. Or she, I can't tell, but this person doesn't even have a sword. It's very cool, because usually, you know, obviously they're, like, holding a sword, but they're in the sky, and they're flying on a Pegasus, and they're about to, like, jump out and land in the city, and in this, like, castle looking thing. And it's like you're being disoriented, I guess, so that you're not focused on something until you feel there we go, it's aligning. Okay, until you literally feel the urge for you to take action, because we were seeing the Ace of Wands, which is about, like, literally taking action out of a passionate feeling, and you're feeling called to do something. That's when you jump up and you hop right into it. But until then, you're meant to just keep doing what you're doing, even if it's scrolling on your phone, okay? I mean, do something that's good for your brain, like, even if it's playing solitaire on your phone, whatever, that's what I do. But, journaling, I love journaling. You know, playing with your animal, whatever, going outside if it's not freezing cold. Or maybe if you like the freezing cold. But anyway, do something that, like, you feel called to do, and that you feel like it's helpful, but don't do it because you're trying to force things to change because you don't like how they are right now. Especially if those things are because of other people's expectations, right? Like, if someone else is like, oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Like, and they're trying to, like, guilt you and shame you, and that's why you feel like you need to be doing something differently. Or even if they're not saying anything, but you still feel like they feel that way. Like how in the very beginning I was saying, okay, good, it's all coming in full circle. In the very beginning I was telling you how my friend wasn't even mad at me, but I thought she was, and, like, I've been feeling like that a lot in general, where I feel like people are upset with me in some way, and that I'm like, well, maybe I should do something differently. Like, maybe I should change the way I do this or that, 49, sorry. And that wasn't even the case. And like, and I'm trying to rush this message because I don't want this video to be too long. But you have to like let things take their course, you know, and let whatever happen. Whatever is meant to happen, you know, you gotta let it happen, because if you try to take control, if you try to force it, if you try to rush it, it'll just distort the process and you won't get the results that you want to get. So I hope that this was helpful. Finn has finally settled down and he is sleeping. Oh, yeah, now you're up. My baby. Anyway, oh my god, ow, my foot. That was a great angle, wasn't it? Just like right there. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, if anybody watched. Let me know which one was your favorite deck. I don't know if I showed you the Art Nouveau. I did. So there's that one. Very different art style. This is more like Western, obviously. And this is Middle Eastern. But they're both like an older kind of art style. You know, more classic art style. And then there's the cat. And then there's the Four of Pentacles again. Oh, there's just that same 51. It's 15 backwards. It's about breaking cycles. Yeah, it's like you feel like there's a lack and you're like, what can I do about it? Like, it's making you nervous. Look at this cat. It's just like, I only have 4 pieces of kibble. That's not enough. You know, what am I gonna do? But you know what it's showing me though? It's like, you see how his whiskers are like this, and like they kind of remind me of the infinity symbol, which, speaking of which, right there, it's still in alignment. And so it might be confusing as to like why things are scarce even though you are in alignment, but you know, it's temporary. And just remember, even if things seem scarce in the physical, you got to keep your vibration up. You got to keep believing that it's not scarce and that it's not going to be like this forever, and that like you are protected and you are going to get the things that you want, because you literally can still have those things even when you don't see where it could possibly come from. Like, it could literally fall from the sky. So, or metaphorically. But yeah, okay, I don't want to drag this on anymore. Lots of love and light, and stay warm out there. Okay, have a good day. Bye.